This is Nkrasi village, one of the villages that is preserving the crossbar monoliths. Out of love for their monolith, they decided to remove them safely into their village square. So the monoliths you will see today come from the original site because of the threats they have been entertaining. Threats of fire, threat of thefts, threat of damage, and the rest of it. You can see a replica of it done in cement on the highway to attract tourism. That's from a community. No community has done this. So we give credit to Nkrasi for trying to promote tourism.
We believe that as we were told by our parents that our strength lies in this thing. When those times of wars, you just go there and pray with this thing, and then some signs are seen if you will conquer. So we don't play, we don't joke with these things, and we allow you can snap.
What I've been doing is a technique called photogrammetry, and photogrammetry is a process by which you can extract three-dimensional data from two-dimensional images. So what I've been doing is walking around very slowly and at increments taking a photo of the subject, this beautiful Nkrasi monolith.
Okay.
And then I will process all of those photos in a computer software called Capturing Reality. And what that does is to compare all of the little differences between the different images and recognize features through computer recognition on those photos. And then by comparing the difference, it's able to build up a three-dimensional surface. And then we can use that data to be able to study the surface of the stone. It's very important to have this record of what the stone was like in 3 dimensions. And so we can archive that for the future. But obviously our real desire is to preserve the original. But sometimes you can use these digital techniques alongside more traditional kind of conservation techniques. Yeah. And so I'll make sure when I come back in September to show you the 3D model on the computer of this monolith. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. If by any chance this would be destroyed or stolen, we could recreate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing are you?
Thank you.
With this,
Thank you.
I'm like,
That's good.
yeah,
That's good.
In the case of this specific monolith, there's a possibility that we might use it for an exhibition that we're working towards with the US Ambassadors Fund. The next stage of the grant is to develop an exhibition, and we would like very much to produce some small models of some of the monoliths that we've recorded on site and have that as a part of the touring exhibition, and then perhaps donate them back to the original communities as a gift. But in one case, which was at a site called Ntitogo, a colleague of mine recorded the base of a monolith in 2016, which we then identified the top half in the Metropolitan Museum in New York, and recorded that 2 years ago in 2017. And with that data, we've been able to reunite the two halves. And one of our plans is to make a full-scale facsimile of the top half from the Met and return it back to the original site. So showing some of the ways in which digital conservation practices can engage in the communities that these things came from, and give something back and encourage people's interest in their cultural heritage.
Where am I? You go run. You go man. You go. You go. You go no be. But mom no be. Embarrassing. Ngala kwa you embarrassing. Let's snap.
Yeah, of course. Well, let's do a group snap.
Group snap. Group snap
Around the monolith.
Around the monolith.
Sorry, sir.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hurrah!
Look, I show you. Lift up your hand. Hip, hip, hip.
Hurrah!
Hip, hip, hip.
Hurrah!